So what I want you to do is I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Get your things in order and get off my city street.
And I guess by the title and by this flag here alone, you can already tell how Officer Nadeau from Baxter Springs, Kansas, is going to act. This public servant thinks that he can order somebody out of town because they won't give ID, even when they don't lawfully have to give ID. This is what's wrong with our police today. They take an oath and they ignore it. They're on power trips, and when they don't get their egos smoothed over, patted, they get butthurt. We see it time and time again. And this one, even though he knows what's going on and states he knows what's going on and knows that he's wrong, he's going to order Travis Hines out of town. He's going to give him 2 minutes to get out of town. So let's get on with the video.
Okay. How's it going, man?
Doors open.
Okay, what's going on tonight?
I see we got a police stop here.
Well, I'm out checking on a vehicle that's
Okay.
parked on the side of the road. You're occupied in it. What's going on?
Well, yeah, I mean, but still, you got lights on, right? The overhead lights, like like this is an official stop.
No, it's an official stop. What's going on here?
You're doing. I'm sitting here, just relaxing.
Okay. Are you traveling through?
Yeah, traveler.
Okay.
Just traveling.
Do you have an identification on you?
Well, what's the crime?
Well, sir, you're parked on a city street, okay?
Okay.
And it appears that you're living in your car.
Okay.
I get that. Do you have some identification on you?
Yeah. All right. No.
I just want to identify who you are.
Yeah. No. I just want to identify what the crime is.
I'm not saying that there is a crime.
Oh, good.
I'm out checking on a suspicious.
All right. Well, that's cool.
You know, you're about a block away from an open convenience store, and we've had 3 robberies in the area tonight. So
tonight?
Yeah, in our area. So do you have some identification on you, sir?
Well, that sounds a little like stretched to me. That little story.
Okay, I'm not trying to stretch anything, sir. I'm trying to identify you.
Sounds like you're trying to stretch a little story to me 3 times tonight, huh?
Yes, sir.
Why wouldn't you like cordon off the area?
It's not in our city. I'm checking because you're parked a block away from a gas station.
Yeah. It's a pretty nice gas station. I was in it. You know, it's.
Do you have some identification, sir?
Okay. Once again, are you doing community caretaking? Do you ever hear
This is what we call community policing. Yes.
Okay. Now, there's a fine line between community caretaking and an investigation.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And when you do community caretaking, you're just checking to see if I'm all right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But it stops when you start and the Fourth Amendment scrutiny begins when you start
asking. Sir, I'm not going to debate the Fourth Amendment with you.
Well, that's what we're getting
to
into.
Identify you.
That's what we're getting into. We're getting into a Fourth Amendment debate. Are you freezing the crime scene right now?
Sir, I'm asking you for identification.
Is this a crime scene?
Sir, I'm asking you for your identification.
And I'm telling you, this is a Fourth Amendment issue. And
I'm asking to ID you. It's late at night. Okay. Yeah. You're parked on a city street.
Okay, and just tell me what the crime is.
I didn't say there was a crime.
Okay, well then, what's the issue?
I'm out investigating why you're parked on a city street.
Yeah.
Sleeping in your vehicle.
Okay, what's my ID gonna tell you?
What your name is?
No, about like the crime this burglary that happened.
I didn't say that you did any burglaries, and I didn't say that. I said I'm out checking for a reason. That's my reason.
Yeah, and I'm telling you. In fact, you didn't even tell me who you are.
Okay, I did. I'm Sgt Nadeau with the Baxter Springs Police Department.
Nadeau? All right, I didn't hear Nadeau at all this whole time.
Okay.
N-A-D-E-U, like the
E-A-U.
That's like a French word then.
Mm-hmm.
Nadeau. Okay.
Who are you, sir?
Well, I'm the owner of this car.
Okay.
Okay. Hines.
And do you have some identification on you?
All right. Well, let's exchange IDs then. You hand me yours, and I'll hand you mine.
I already handed you my ID. It's right here. This is my ID. This is my name tag.
All right. Well, I told you my name.
No, I never caught your name. What's your name, sir?
Okay, it's Hines.
Hines. What's your first name, sir?
What's your first name?
Daryl.
Daryl Nadeau? Okay, yeah, it's Travis Hines.
Travis Hines.
Yep.
Are you traveling through the
Yeah,
area?
I'm just traveling.
Okay, so why are you camped on the side on a city street?
Well, I'm just sitting here. I'm just
You were
parked
actually
here.
sleeping in the vehicle, and you've got the windows.
You saw me sleeping?
Windows covered, and you're laid back in the seat.
Yeah, I had the lights in my eyes. I was just blocking the lights. So, I mean,
Okay.
that's
So, do you have some identification on you to prove who you are?
all right. Can you prove who you are?
Yeah, I'm wearing a uniform.
All right, you're hiding behind the badge.
No.
What about a picture ID, a state issued ID that shows like a picture of you and then the
You want to see my
information?
police ID?
Well, no, state issued, like a driver's license.
My police ID is a state issued ID,
Okay.
but I'm
well,
not required to show you that.
Well, you know how
I'm
the
making a lawful order
You-
that you show me identification because you're on a city street.
Okay, what's the crime? You got to identify a crime.
Didn't say there was a crime. There doesn't have to be a crime.
Okay. Well,
Not in
then
the
you
state
can
of
ask.
Kansas.
Then you can ask all you want.
Okay. Well, what's going to happen, sir,
All right.
is what we're getting into is what we call obstruction in the state of Kansas.
Yeah. Well,
okay?
it's part of the
I've
Fourth
made a
Amendment.
lawful order to requesting your ID because you are
Yep.
on a city street.
And I've told you my rights. I made that clear.
Okay. I didn't say anything about a crime. I'm asking you for identification.
Okay,
Are you
I
gonna
don't-
show me your identification
I think
so that
you
I can prove who you are.
I think you're confused about how the Fourth Amendment works.
Okay, what I'm going to do
All right.
is I'm going to arrest you for obstruction.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
Sure. If that's what you think you need.
All you have to do is show me an ID.
I told you my name. I don't have to show you nothing.
Well, you have to prove who you are. I don't know if
Well-
you're a wanted felon. I don't know.
all right.
I don't know anything about you.
If you think the law states a person has to hand over an ID, and that's how the law works, then
Mhm.
follow through with whatever your law. You think the law works, how the law works.
I don't understand why you're not wanting me to show me ID.
I don't see why I have to reach for anything for you. Why do I have to help you investigate me? That's a Fourth Amendment scrutiny.
No, it's not. That's not
Yeah.
the way that works.
I
Are
have
you
to
a
help.
lawyer, sir?
I have to help you.
Are you a lawyer, sir?
Who needs to be a lawyer to know their civil rights?
Okay. Sir, is this vehicle registered to you?
Yes, it's under my name.
Okay. And it is legal?
Well, I mean, you just ran it, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm asking you.
Yeah, everything.
I don't know why you're trying to be so difficult tonight.
I don't feel like reaching for anything. I don't.
Okay.
I'm not obligated.
Because I don't like to arrest people, and I really don't like when
Well,
people
for
are
false reasons. Yeah.
I don't really like when people, don't like to understand what's going on. Okay. So what I'm going to ask of you is to get out of my city. I'm not going to allow you to stay on this city street. You're going to go.
All right. Well, I can go. I just need a few minutes to arrange my map and stuff. Figure out the next destination. I mean, I can go. I mean,
Okay. Because I see what you're trying to do is bait me into something. Okay.
Bait
and
you
that's
into
not going to
something.
work tonight.
It's my
Okay?
civil rights.
I've been doing this job for over 20 years. Okay. I know what your civil rights are. I also know I can investigate a vehicle that looks out of place on a city street.
Okay.
Okay.
But you're
And
doing
the
more
person
than
inside
that.
of it to verify who they are.
You're doing way more than that, though. By
No, I'm really not.
By asking for
I
my
asked for
ID.
your identification. So what I want you to do is I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Get your things in order and get off my city street.
This ain't Dodge City. And you ain't Bill Hickok.
Otherwise, you're going to go to jail and your vehicle will be towed.
Yeah, I mean, I could take off. I don't know what time it is. But
It's
yeah,
11:30 at night. That's the reason
Okay.
I'm out here checking on this vehicle.
All right.
And I wanted to
Yeah.
make this a friendly contact, but apparently
No,
you don't.
you didn't seem to start off too friendly when you said police.
I wanted to let you know who I was. I didn't want you
Well,
startled.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad you did that.
Okay, I'm done with this conversation. I'm going to go back to my vehicle. You need to get this stuff off your windows, and you need to move on.
All right. Yep. I'll prepare.
God, how often do we have to hear the same stupid lines from these stupid cops? He's a sergeant. I don't think he's that stupid. He knows he can't arrest him, and that's why he's not doing it. He's just being a bully, an armed, trained killer with the attitude. And that's the kind of BS that we've got to stop. He never once said there was a crime. He even said there was no crime. He admitted there's no RAS, so there was no detention, and that's why he didn't make him ID or arrest him. And not once did he say you're parked illegally or you can't camp out on the streets at night. There's a city ordinance. Never one mention of a crime. Sgt Nadeau is a tyrant. He's a bully. He completely thrown his oath out the door just for ego, just for power trip. So because Sgt Nadeau is such a jerk, I'm going to post the contact information, and I'm going to hope some of the other channels jump on this, because this is acceptable for a nice term. And Sgt Nadeau needs to hear about it, and so does the police department. His chief, the town, needs to hear about it. This is P&P News. Y'all be safe. I'm out of here.